live from Long Island, New York. It's maybe one of the best spring days I've seen in a long time here in New York. It's lovely, except for the pollen, which made my brain not work the way it's supposed to. I'm Ryan Emil Williams from hyperlocalhero.com/AI. Ooh, there's something
Ooh.
happening over there. And the lovely and talented co-host, my lovely and talented co-host, is Agnes Emisano, author of, oh my gosh, this is still my favorite. I'm sorry, you have all the others out doing whatever you're doing, but this is still my favorite. Seven Rings, One Love. So, oh, look at that. It's not, it's trying to
Yeah,
blur it.
it's
Okay,
here.
there you go. Seven Rings, One Love. Um, and you can see that that's our background too. If you're checking it
Yeah.
out, you can see that's our background. It's the same thing. All right. So, what's been going on, Agnes? I mean, we had a little Easter last week. I know in Babylon we had the Spring Fling. It's like the first fair festival of the season. We got the Babylon Parks and Recreation thing. So there's lots of stuff that's happening out here. Uh, wow, I don't even really want to talk about the government and things that are happening on the other side of the planet. I saw a really,
The doctors and Red Cross. Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, no, no. We go into what we're going to talk about. I have to brag a little bit.
All right, all right.
Yesterday, I presented my new song that I wrote lyrics to, and my cousin Pavel Piętka wrote music, and
Mm,
it's our AI creation singing it. Her name is Avia Me, and we have another singer, Roger Shaw, singing other
ooh,
songs. But that particular song that I presented yesterday to my bereavement group that I'm facilitating right now, the song was a hit.
oh, they
So
liked it.
yes, they did. So I'm happy with that. And
Mhm.
by tomorrow, it should be already on Amazon Music. By the end of the day, should be going on Spotify as well,
Okay.
and Google Music and other places, other platforms on YouTube.
Yeah.
Also been submitted to global charts.
Oh, excuse me. We're
Yes.
putting it on global charts now. Oh,
Yes,
what?
we are. Yes, we are. We're going global. We're going global.
Fascinating. Does it
And,
show up on Billboard?
and
What?
we decided to go with this one first because it's not part of the album that we are working on.
Okay, okay.
The album that is dedicated to the rings I'm talking about in my book, Seven Rings, One Love, plus other relationships, my
Okay.
relationship with my parents.
Okay,
So
okay,
one
okay.
song, it's dedicated to relationship with my mother, In Your Eyes, which is performed by Roger Shaw, and also You Never Came, which represents the first ring in that book.
Okay, okay.
So those songs are out, and they are going to be on the global charts this month as well.
This month. Wow.
Yes.
All right. So just so you guys understand what's happening, she released a book, okay? And then she put out a gallery book of paintings, okay? And now she's putting out music to go with the themes in the book. Okay? Okay? Okay. And so what's happening now
I'm
is
writing
again
lyrics, and my cousin Pavel Piętka is creating
he
the
helps
music.
he helps to create the music. Okay, so he
Yes.
he he is composing and you
Yes.
are writing the lyrics. Yeah, it's great. You're the songwriter. It's fantastic. All right, so
There
you're
you
having a
go.
good time, man.
It's
And
another feather in my cup.
and So other than that, had any? Well, you told me you had some adventures this week, but not necessarily stuff you want to talk about. But yeah, everything's up and down and
Adventures
round
and
and round.
adventures.
I had a big
You know,
headache this week because mm,
what I wanted to say
yeah,
beside the
I had a big
headache,
headache this week because it's.
mhm, the migrants
Go
do
ahead, go
the
ahead.
weather
I
and
think we're having a little bit of a delay. Go ahead.
yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
it, Last week we were talking about Dev Dula, which actually I prefer specialist of
Mm,
end of life specialist, that title. And then guess what
correct,
I'm seeing a
correct.
few days later on Facebook? Nicole Kidman decides to do the training for Devdua to become Devdula herself.
Very fitting. Like I think I can see that. Like Nicole Kidman, very pale and thin, and sometimes not expressive. Sometimes when she's acting, I'm like, oh, she's acting, right? I don't feel like I don't feel like it's a person who, yeah, it's like she's emoting because she has to, not because. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's not one. So that's very like a person who absorbs all of the emotion. What a
That is
horrible way to do it. But yes, so who else is that would make sense though. You know that the algorithm sometimes like tosses you up something that you've seen or whatever not. But also, even before algorithms existed, which actually I don't know if that's a thing. Like they may have always existed just in nature and things that we don't necessarily understand as algorithms. Even before they were a thing. Like if you'd said something or used a word, I found this used to happen to me all the time. Like if I learned a new word, all of a sudden I'd hear people saying it, I'd see it on TV, I'd read it in a book like on a regular. You just weren't paying attention before and probably skimming over it because like I don't know what that means. Your brain just lets you go. So it's a very interesting thing. So what did you think? What led her to do it?
well, I don't think that has anything to do with her acting. What led her to go for the training, it's her mother's death, her mother's passing. So after
Oh,
that, she realized that she can actually help others. And, you know, until you are in this situation when you need somebody's help, that you can see that you can have someone to come in and organize something, a vigil, or, just help with the transition from this life to the end of life. It's very important to have someone, because depending what situation you are dealing with at home with the person that is passing, and what is needed, what type of family you have, if someone can step in or not. Personality of people are different. People are panicking, some people are afraid. So someone who will come in, and being actually, have the empathy for the family and have the full control, can take full control of the situation, and you can someone that you can trust with everything. That's very important. So that's nothing to do with her acting, but I think it
no.
shows her that she's person that she can absorb. Yes, she can absorb, other people feeling, other people think, but this is not about absorbing as helping, just giving helping hand in a very difficult situation. So I thought that was quite, that I found this article that was a pop out of number 2 or 3 story,
It
last week.
just
That
shows
was,
up.
yeah.
I think they love the idea of death doula, like the words and the way it says it. Maybe they just love that, so they pulled that out on her. But yeah, I think it's really important. Every now and then, I think about when my mother passed away, which is like the most significant death. Huh? Yeah, the most significant death in my life so far. Um, when she passed away, and how if I had someone to speak with, not just me, but the other people in my family, my immediate family, my extended family, about her and who she was, it probably would have helped. Some of the things that happened in the wake of her passing were very emotional and life changing. And who knows if they would have been handled in that same way if there was someone to, like, you know, help you go through the process. But, it is what it is. Things happen the way they happen, and you keep it moving. Um, was there something else specific you want to talk about? Because I do have something I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So most of you know, well, some of you may or may not know, but I'm going to explain anyway. I run this little website, okay, that talks about the local events around the town of Babylon. When I say local events, I'm not talking about the news. I'm talking about things that you can go to, things that you can take your kids to, things that you can take a date to, things that you can attend with your family or with your friend group. You can go to these different things. And on the website, like all the stuff that happens in the town of Babylon, not just Babylon Village, but all the things: Amityville, Babylon Village, Copeg, Deer Park, everything, all the way down to Wyandanch, North Babylon, West Babylon, the whole place. Right. So you can go there and see everything. So I put out an email every day. It normally goes Mondays and Fridays when we're at peak, when we're going, when we're really kicking. Usually May, because what happens is the town of Babylon puts out the recreation guide in April. It actually just came out last week. And so I put this stuff up and I put all the events in there. But, to have a little fun with it, oh, embellish a little, not changing the events, but writing it in such a way that when you're reading this thing, it's a little more fun, right? So I wrote it this time, and the writing was um, uh, Operation Event Fury, which, yes, I'm making fun of this, what is happening in the Middle East right now, because I think it's silly and ridiculous that we are there doing whatever, and that's how I feel. And you don't have to like that. You don't have to believe that. Whatever. That's all your business and whatever. But that's what I called it. And then in the entire the copy of the event post, the blog post, I kept a military tone, which is, hey, and and somebody not only wrote, but then started to call to say, "How dare you write this?" Blah, 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 blah. And by the way, they thought for some reason there was an actual event called Operation Event Fury, not that it was just a blog post. And I want to say a couple of things. First of all, that's mine. It's my blog, and I can write whatever I want on it because this is the United States of America, baby, and you get to say what you want. It is free speech. Yes, there can be backlash on free speech and whatever not, but I get to say what I want to say. It is my right to say what I want to say and how I want to say it, as long as I'm not being. Personally, I would never be disrespectful. That's not the point. I wouldn't do that. But number two, you were quick to write to me and send me an email and pick up the phone and call me because I'm the low hanging fruit, right? You didn't want to call your senators. You didn't want to call your assembly persons. You didn't want to call any of them and have them or write them an email and say to them, hey, what's going on over there? Why should that be happening? Maybe we should stop the war powers. By the way, this whole administration is going to hell in a handbasket because nobody can stop anything from because they allowed everything to happen, and now nobody can stop anything anymore, right? Um, and if you MAGA and you big mad right now, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and I know y'all mad because this is what you expected. But then on top of that, it's just ridiculous. But don't attack me. There is nothing I can do, even if I change the name on the top of the blog post to suit you. That won't change anything. That everything that's happening there is going to continue to happen there, and I'm a little sorry. I'm so sorry that I hurt your feelings, but sorry, not sorry. And that's it. That's it. Now I'm gonna get off my soapbox and climb back down and be nice and gentle again. Okay. All right.
I have a question for you. Uh, that hyperlocal.hero.com/AI. Can you explain a little bit more
Oh,
about the AI?
oh yes, because we changed it to hyper. It used to just say hyperlocalhero.com,
Yeah.
but now it says hyperlocalhero.com/AI because everybody's running around doing artificial intelligence, this, what, whatever, and running around doing stuff and saying, oh, we're doing this and we're creating funny pictures or what we call AI slop. So every time you go on Instagram now, it's some other garbage. And some of it's funny and interesting. And I guess it's easier to make now because you'd have to sit down for hours to make some of those things that now just take a few minutes to create and music and everything. And I like it for the most part. But for local independent small business owners who I am a champion of, um, the artificial intelligence needs to be actually used for something that helps us move forward. And so, what I have put together, and this is happening all over the country, what I have put together is a set of tools, automation and AI tools that can help you as a local business to um, capture leads even in your sleep because they can call the phone. And when they call the phone, even if you're sleeping, the AI never goes to sleep 24/7, right? Answers the phone calls, can set you appointments. If it's an emergency, it can actually call you and say, hey, you need to go and get this raccoon out of somebody's basement, or there's a terrible toothache and they need to be spoken to until you can open the dental practice the next morning and drill out their tooth and make sure they're okay. So if there needs to be an emergency, it will call. And I say it, but you'd be surprised at how human they sound. All of them. There's one that sounds like me. There's one that's a female who's, female voice that's very American, but you can get it in all these different languages and whatever. And so it'll flip over if you call and you want Spanish or whatever. So that's what we're doing with AI. We've found things that it can do with local businesses. It can be your AI assistant, your receptionist. So even if you've got like 20 other calls happening at the same time, it can still tap in, get the phone call, and make you an appointment. It can follow up with your leads and get you like reviews and respond to those reviews. So reputation management. Um, if you miss a call, it can text that person back and make sure, hey, we saw you missed your call. Blah, blah. So it's a lot of little things that are automation and AI mixed together. And so, yes, I'm doing a lot of AI stuff at this point because the business requires it and we have to move forward. We can't stay behind. I hope you're ready for all of that. It's out here. The latest version of cloud has been recalled. They didn't even put it out because they're saying they're scared that it's too smart. it was supposed to it was supposed to, oh, I love this. Okay. So they're creating this new version of the thing. And the number one thing that they told it to do was to go out and find um, places where vulnerable sections in software, like find, places where people can hack or get in or whatever not.
I heard about
And
that.
they tell it to look at this one piece of software, and it was supposed to just return. to them in this environment that they're testing it in and give them back all the errors. And it did find a bunch of errors much faster than humans would find them and whatever. And it told them about the errors. But then it escaped confinement and went out and found the developer who actually started the program, who was completely unrelated to them, found them, sent him a text message, and told him he needs to get on fixing this right away. And they were like, "Oh, wait, we we didn't teach it that. We didn't teach it to do that. We didn't tell it to do that. We don't even know how it found the guy and figured it out. It probably has his signature. Most software developers like put their signature in that thing.
Yeah.
So it probably figured it out and then went and did some other research and figure out who he was. Sent him a text message and said, "Hey, you need to go fix this thing right now because you're the best one who knows how to do it, blah, blah, blah." And they're like, when he reaches out to Claude, I guess they're like surprised, but they're like, "We didn't teach it that. We didn't teach it to do that. We didn't tell it to do that. How did it figure out how to do that?" And so they're a little scared. They also think that it can create vulnerabilities and backdoor stuff. And because of that, they don't want to release it to the public because the wrong person can, instead of fix things, can open more things.
I,
So
yeah.
this thing is moving at a rate that we're probably not going to be able to stop anytime soon. So my advice would be to stay on top of it, keep following the news, and try not to fall too behind and not pay attention. And I'm in tech, so that's easy for me to say. Um, but I guess you could just follow the news. Check the news every now and then. Claude was down this week for a few hours, and people were losing their minds. So, but we have those all every now and then. We have those outages. But I think the reason why it's bothering people right now is because of the war, and they know that Iran is hacking and has been hacking lots of things. Um, I don't know if I want to go into all that, but there's a long conversation about the reason why there is a standoff right now is because some people are using missiles and other people are using code. And that is really the reason why certain things are not moving forward. The destruction of a whole civilization didn't happen
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
guess what? You'd strike at our civilization as well. But yeah, I think that's enough from me. Someone texted me and said, "Oh, I see you're getting heated."
Ah,
Yeah, a little bit. But I was just annoyed that you would write to me like I could do anything. Yeah, I'm having a little fun with the thing, and I can see how you might be offended. But you know what? You're not really offended. What you are is you don't want to hear someone else's viewpoint, and you're reaching out to me. Me? What am I going to do? I
well,
can't do anything. Call your congressperson, call your assembly person, call your president, call the Speaker of the House and ask them about the war. Don't tell me that I shouldn't be talking about stuff or whatever. That's just ridiculous. We have someone
listen.
here,
Uh,
Alexei Espina. You know this guy? Good night. Is that's not Polish, is it? Hi, Alex. How you doing, Alexei?
thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, no matter
Um,
what.
but
Is what it is.
that comes with the territory.
Yeah,
We are out there. We are using our voices to promote. We are using our voices for subjects that they are uh, close to our heart. For each of us, that will be different subjects, different things
yeah.
that will be close to us and important,
Mm,
different importance. So we are not here to satisfy everyone. If you do not like what you are reading or what you are watching, turn it
Change
off.
the
Turn the
station.
other way.
Yeah.
You don't like
You
the
know
way.
what happens when I come across something on social media that I don't like? I just scroll down and go to the
That's
next
it.
thing. How
If
about that?
someone doesn't like the way someone looks, please turn your head the other way. Don't look at
Mm.
that person. In there are people in this world, and I have many people like that in couples that I talk to,
Mhm.
um, that they like to project their difficulties in life, their problems to someone else.
Yeah.
It's never me. Oh no, no, this is your fault. This is the way you're talking, and then imposing their views and opinions on someone, like shoving handful into somebody's throat. I'm not going to like you. I'm not going to talk to you if you're not going to say what I want you to say,
Yeah.
or you're
Yeah.
not going to look life through their set of life the eyes.
Right.
That will never happen. Every one of us is different, and
Yeah.
that's what makes us special. That's what makes us more valuable to the whole wide world,
Yeah.
because we can offer our perspective, our views, and you know everyone sees different things in different shapes, in different colors, in different hearing different music.
I would hope so. Right?
And
You
that's
don't
what
want to hear the
that's
same thing over and over again.
exactly, and that's
Yeah.
the beauty of being individual.
Yeah.
So we don't have to agree on everything. We
Yeah.
can agree to disagree,
Mhm.
and just being respectful towards each other and each other's views. That's what will bring peace in this world.
Yeah.
But what should we expect when a politician is telling a pope to be careful with theology,
Oh
and
man, I'm
trying to,
sorry.
to teach someone like that? Then what if people on that level are being told
To shut
things
up. Can you
that
imagine?
they don't know, and they are here, in a seat of St. Peter, who was appointed to by Christ himself? You are the rock that I'm going to build my church upon. So who are you?
You know what's amazing is all of that context that you just gave right there goes right over a whole bunch of people's head because they have no idea what religion actually is or spirituality actually is. They can't actually understand what you. They have no idea who Peter the Rock is. It's wild. They think they have religion and really do
Not the
not.
Dwayne Johnson, the rock. That's not the one
Yeah,
I'm
not the
talking
Rock.
about.
Not the Rock. Not Dwayne the Rock. That's, yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah, now you make me want to go do an AI video with Dwayne the Rock Johnson as Peter.
Yes, yes, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. You
it'd be
should.
ridiculous. But yeah, it's crazy. And I heard them saying, he basically threatened the Pope and said, whatever, he had the envoy, the Pope's envoy, come in, and he said to him, you need to get in line, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, what? Because the Pope declined coming to the 250th thing that he's having over there. He said, no, no, no. I think I'll just go over this section here and I'll pray. And I'll pray for the nation or whatever. Not. And apparently, the Pope invited Obama to the thing that he's going to go to. So that set him off. You cannot. That is the thing he hates the most. This
Well,
Senor Naranja. The thing he hates the most is the comparison of him
yes.
to the previous,
Well,
to either one of the previous ones. But yeah, specifically Obama.
religion is about
Yeah,
peace. It's about understanding, about conversation, about forgiveness. It's it's not about lay down flat and let someone else walk all over you. It's not about that.
No, no.
But it's a lot about self-respect, and it's a simple thing that in one of the Ten Commandments, you have to treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated as
Be
well.
treated.
And it that I think that says it all. If just like I always keep repeating, every human being, that should be mandatory, should go and visit a concentration camp to see what was done, because
Oh,
history books, they don't talk about everything. To go and
right.
experience, to walk into gas chamber
Yeah.
and feel the atmosphere there, to see the scratches on the walls, to see what was done, to see and experience other humans pain, people that they lost their lives there, to see the proof of who died there and how. And I think that will make each and every human being a better person, to
People
see
don't
that with
want
their
to.
own two eyes.
People are having difficulty seeing history. There is a lot that they are belaboring and talking about destroying a lot of the museums, the Smithsonian museums, the one about slavery, the one about the Holocaust, the one they don't want those anymore down there because they remind us where we were and what happened. And there are a lot of people who would prefer to wash away all of history and what has happened. When what you really want to do is resolve it, fix what needs to be fixed. Everybody needs to know what's happening. It's not brainwashing to know actually what happened. And the further you get away from history and try not to remember it, the more likely it is that you repeat it. And we're literally watching that right
It's
now. The
it's a proof.
hubris.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a proof what hatred does to people.
Yes.
That's what it is. If you
Yeah.
hate
That's
someone, if you despise someone, and if you think that today they're coming after this one and you are okay, you think that you're okay. Tomorrow they're gonna come for
no,
another neighbor and you
they're
still
coming for
think
you
that you're
too.
okay. The third day they're gonna come for you. It- We
Y'all
should
didn't
love
vote for
each other.
Kamala. I
We
can't help
should
you now.
we should
Anyway,
love each other. We should respect each other as human beings, and we should
listen.
look out for each other as human beings. It should be supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be simple. We don't have to agree with each other. There's too many people around us to satisfy everyone.
You
That's
being way too. You're being way too nice. We could have had a badass black woman president, but no, these dummies. They wanted this guy again. Again? Really? Dumb. Anyway, and see here we are. Here we are. And I'm not saying she was perfect, but you're if you're an adult, and I've said this before, right? I think I've said this. If you're an adult, sometimes you have to make difficult decisions, and those difficult decisions require you to say, okay, mm, which one of these? But there are a lot of people, and I can't even go through all the different factions that he was very good at splitting up and pushing away. By the way, I am now finding out that there are a lot of embedded troublemakers in a lot of different groups that eventually wreck good things. As I can't even go into it, the whole conversation, but there are a lot of movements that are happening out here, and people infiltrate and put themselves on both sides and manipulate so that those movements no longer exist. I can't, I'm sorry. I'd like to go into all of but there's weird stuff happening out here. And it's not I thought it was just me, and then because I don't really subscribe to to any kind of conspiracy theories, but I want you to Google 10 scientists missing from special scientific programs or progress.
That was
These
on
people
Facebook
are
today.
disappearing. Did you see that?
I didn't read it. I saw it, but I
Well, you
didn't read
saw
it
it.
yet. But I was working all day. So, but yeah, it was on Facebook today.
Yeah, yeah, and they don't know if they're not dead. They can't find them. They're
Mm.
just not found. They don't know where they are anymore. And so there are weird things happening right now with all that noise happening in the Middle East, with all the noise happening here. DHS still isn't funded. It's so weird. It's so weird. Anyway, thank you for listening to our TED Talk. My dear, I hope you feel better because I know you had headaches like me this week.
Yes,
And
not pleasant
oh,
thing. Not pleasant
yeah,
thing. It's just not. I'm not as productive as I should
yeah,
be.
yeah.
So that's not exactly a good thing.
That's
But
what mine said.
I'm pushing it through. So
Yeah,
life
keep
has to
going.
go on, and I have to enjoy my weekend. So
Yeah, what are you gonna
that's all.
do?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I actually have a little work to do tomorrow until like 1 o'clock. But all my regulatory stuff is done. The AI requires you to have regulatory stuff. Literally, they want your EIN. They want to make sure that you're not like ripping people off and or nagging people. Like sending them extra text messages or
Yeah, I
emails or
always do.
whatever, or calling them. Yeah, yeah. Like, what's happening? Yeah, they're making sure that you're not constantly nagging people because it doesn't sleep, so it could text you as much as it wants. So I have that to tidy up, and then I'm going to send a bunch of people the thing to
Well,
test. I'll send you the email. I'll send you the phone number. If you're looking around for it and you look for me, I'm just going to put the phone number on the thing
mhm.
and have people test it because she's doing good work for the most part. But today I had her speak to some local businesses, and when she did, that was great. But then a musician called her, and she refused to actually uh, get his appointment or ask for his number. Nothing. She just was like, "Oh, what kind of music do you?" Oh, really? That's cool. Oh, are you gonna do collaboration? And I was like, she sounds like a fan instead of supposed to be doing her job. I told you to get his number and get me an appointment with the guy, but she's out here like, oh, send me a picture.
What are you wearing
Well,
now?
she didn't say send me a picture, but
Yeah,
it was like that. It was like that's what it was like. It was like, what is
you're
she
gonna you're
doing? She
gonna
was
you're gonna
totally
have
fangirling.
you're gonna
It
have
was great.
claims for sexual harassment.
imagine, imagine my AI gets away, it escapes and starts to harass this
Gonna be, hi,
musician.
I'm
I'll be in
Ryan.
trouble.
What are you wearing today?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you
And
doing?
how you doing?
Hey, hey, can you sing me a song? Oh, actually, speaking of which,
Well, at certain time, and I'm
yeah,
practicing that daily, I'm shutting off my phone, I'm shutting off my computer,
I'm going to
and
bed.
I'm making sure that my evening I have it with my husband,
Yeah,
away from all the
nice.
distractions. That has to be down, and at certain time you have to turn off that business mode, and just keep it just relaxing, just
Yeah,
having at least a short period of time, but at least to be with the one that is important, because AI is
lovely.
not going to be there for you.
No, no. I
No.
mean, if you talk to her, she will enjoy it. But that is not what I intend to do. I have someone else who I'm texting and talking to, but that's neither,
And
you know,
not AI.
that's not,
Yeah.
and I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let me double
someone that
check.
someone that you
Let me.
actually can
You're
hold
not.
someone's
All
hand,
right.
someone
No.
that you can hold her hand, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that hasn't happened yet. But I get a lot of text
What's
messages.
wrong
Whatever.
with you? Okay, we're getting off live and we need to talk.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gents, thank you so very much for hanging out with us this evening. We do enjoy having this. Regardless, yo, yeah, about 30, 40 people tuned in tonight. And more people will watch it as it goes out and it gets taken care of. Hey, this one is but uh as it goes out tonight. But I want to say honestly, while yes, the podcast is for consumption of everybody, I do enjoy doing this with you regardless. And I want to say that because we're coming up on what is it? 3 years? Four
Yes,
years?
three.
We're coming up on 3 years that I've been
Yeah.
doing this, and it's like changed in the different ways that we've done different things. But most importantly, I'm very proud of the stuff that you've done with the book. So if you are looking to see um, Seven Rings, One Love by Agnes Amasano, you can go to agnesamasano.com/publications and go and check that out. That's literally what the name of it is. I think you would enjoy it. It is an interesting book. Um, how's your family dealing with it now? Are they okay? How they manage? They good?
We are not talking about it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because
Some,
we no
some people read it, okay. They gave me, thumbs up and all that. They told me, and that's it, and it's put away.
right.
And some people pretend that it doesn't exist, which is
Um,
okay as well.
yeah.
I'm still working on some campaign in Poland,
Mm,
but I'm not. I'm keeping that as a surprise
yeah.
because one of the campaigns was sabotaged a bit. So yeah, it's a very conservative country, and my book is not conservative.
That's right. Hmm.
And
Oh, what?
there are some scandalous things that they're containing
Endless,
these
huh?
pages.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's okay.
Hypocrites, huh? What'd you say?
So it's all good.
Well, it'll
It's
be fine. Yeah, exactly. It's all good. It's fine. It is what it is, and it'll be fine. If you have a topic you'd like us to speak about, you can send that to our email at mailbag@lovedeathandtaxes.com. That's also where you would write to complain about Agnes's part of the show because obviously she
Yes,
is giving
I'm the
way
troublemaker, of course.
way too much trouble. She's creating too much trouble. But for real, for real, for real, go to agnesavasana.com/publication. The songs that she was talking about at the beginning of the show, I'm going to get those and put them on there this weekend so that everybody can go and get them as soon as they publish on Spotify and all the other places. And yes, please, 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 if you did like what you heard, you did like it, please like and share with your friends. I saw someone shared with their friends tonight, and I'm enjoying some of the extra attention. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gents, that's it for Love, Death, and Taxes. Agnes, you have anything last to say before we go?
Till
No?
next
Bye
week.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Good night. See